lovely warm welcome. Thank you.
Nossa, ela disse que essas boas-vindas foram realmente muito calorosas.
Eu quero começar te perguntando essa recepção maravilhosa. Seu primeiro encontro com os fãs brasileiros. Como que tá sendo isso pra você?
Scream, and I was like, do they know I'm not a pop star? I'm not going to go out and rock out. I feel like I should have more prepared. I should have a song prepared. But no, this is so cool, and I've been hearing from Brazilian fans for years, so I actually was expecting it to be very enthusiastic, but yeah, this is another level. This is awesome.
Ela disse que estava lá atrás, ouvindo o barulho aqui e pensando, mas será que eles sabem que eu não sou uma popstar? Aí ela pensou, talvez eu deveria vir aqui na frente, eu deveria ter preparado uma canção para eles, alguma coisa, porque eles estão realmente muito entusiasmados.
Eu acho que eu quero começar te perguntando, eu sou uma Potterhead desde criança e eu queria fazer parte do elenco de Harry Potter quando eu era criança. E a sua história é maravilhosa. Como que foi todo esse processo de ler os livros, participar das auditions, para chegar até o filme e ser a Luna Lovegood?
Yeah, that was quite a journey. Well, because I was a huge Potter fan. That was like my life from when I was 8 years old. I kind of used it to disguise all my insecurities, and I felt like, much like how I imagine everyone here feels, that the people in the books were my friends, and my friends in the real world just didn't cut it. They were not nearly as cool.
Ela disse que ela também era fã e que ela usou muito também para disfarçar as próprias inseguranças dela, porque os amigos da vida real também não eram tão bons quanto os amigos da ficção.
Yeah, in terms of the transition from books to movies, I mean, I'm still like, what? Did that happen? I'm prepared to wake up from it. Yeah, I just feel so honored to be part of it and to be able to play my favorite character. But yeah, I still watch the movies and I'm like, that's not real, come on.
Essa transição dos livros pro filme foi realmente incrível e foi difícil para ela acreditar também. E ela se sente ainda mais privilegiada porque ela fez o papel da personagem predileta de toda a história.
Eu queria saber, porque Harry Potter já terminou tem algum tempo, os filmes, as franquias, o livro, e está começando a voltar agora. Como que você se sente depois de tanto tempo sentindo o amor dos fãs assim tão próximo de você ainda?
Yeah, well, I mean, I never moved on from Potter, so I was so excited when they announced Fantastic Beasts. We actually went and saw it again here yesterday, because what else to do?
Ela ficou muito empolgada de ver criaturas maravilhosas, né? Animais fantásticos, ela ficou super feliz de saber também que virou um filme e acabou assistindo aqui também, não tem outro lugar para assistir, né?
So I really understand that, because it was so much a part of my growing up, my becoming who I am, so I understand the reluctance to let go of it and that feeling that it is, you know, your family, part of you. But I have to say, I'm super jealous of all the people in Fantastic Beasts, and I sit there a little bit just like, damn it, I thought I got in there, and then it's like, got shut out again. Yeah.
Isso foi realmente parte da formação dela, ela cresceu com isso também e ela sente muito feliz e muito orgulho e de certa maneira ela está até com ciúmes do novo filme. Poxa, eu queria estar nesse elenco desse novo filme também.
Mas eu acho que você pode eventualmente voltar porque Criança Amaldiçoada tá por aí e tem mais coisas. Enquanto Animais Fantásticos é antes, Criança Amaldiçoada depois ali. Você voltaria se te chamassem para viver a Luna de novo?
I mean, I would, 100%. I'm constantly dropping...
100% voltaria sim!
I'm always dropping not so subtle hints on Twitter to JK Rowling and to Warner Brothers. Haven't picked up on them yet. But yeah, I mean, I'm afraid I'll be too old by the time Luna comes back. But I am trying all the anti-aging creams out there. I'm determined to stay young as long as possible. yeah.
Teria que falar com a atora, com o diretor, mas ela falava, nossa, será que eu vou ter que usar creme pra ruga, porque eu tenho medo que a Luna vai estar muito velha, eu vou estar muito velha pra fazer o papel da Luna, será? Não sei.
Aproveitando, eu acho que muita gente quer saber como que seria o futuro da Luna, porque a gente sabe mais ou menos o que aconteceu com ela depois da escola ali, que ela se casou, mas o que você acha que aconteceu de fato com ela? Assim? Você criou uma historinha pra ela na sua cabeça?
Well, you know the whole thing that she becomes a naturalist and marries Newt Scamander's grandson. Yeah, I know, good genes there, right?
Eu não sei se vocês sabem, mas a Luna se torna atriz e ela casa com o neto de quem? Do Newt Scamander no outro filme. Então não sei se vocês sabem disso, essa é a continuação da história dela.
I guess I just always think Luna's like a role model for, or just an example of believing in impossible things, believing in things that you can't see but that you believe in. And I just think she would go around the world proving Hermione wrong, that all these creatures actually do exist and that not everything can be understood through books and through logic. Imagine she might I always felt she might start a cult, have everyone wearing yellow and worshipping Crumblehorn Snorkax, and then she would leave and be elusive and no one would know where she was and she'd be an enigma.
O que é legal a respeito da personagem da Luna, Evanna diz, é que ela sempre acreditou no impossível, naquilo que os olhos não podem ver. Então, possivelmente, de repente, o destino dela é abrir um culto, começar toda uma história, e depois ir embora e nem saber mais do que estava falando a respeito, tipo, virar a página e começar uma outra coisa, bem estilo Luna.
Falando nisso, a Luna ela sempre foi uma personagem diferente, assim, ela sempre teve o mundinho dela. Você se relacionava com isso de alguma forma, assim?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely growing up, I just always felt like the oddest person in the room. But different to Luna in that I wasn't comfortable with it. I did not want to be odd, and I very much tried to cover that up. But I loved her that she was just not boring. She was the opposite of that, and she was weird, but she was still 100% herself. So that's why I find it strange to describe her as weird, because it's almost like everyone else is weird because they're avoiding being themselves. So I related to her, but it was more like she was aspirational to me. Yeah.
Eu queria saber, você falou que viu Animais Fantásticos e viu, se você viu a peça, e o que você achou de tudo dessa volta do universo mágico?
Can I join? I don't know. I just was. I mean, I love Fantastic Beasts because it showed another side to the wizarding world. It showed the American schools, and because I guess we associated it so much with the British sensibility, and it's really interesting to see wizards do things so differently. And I'm excited to see the Brazilian school. Speaking of which, I know it's called Castelo Bruxo. I bet you that's coming in the next few. So I just like that. Yeah, it's the world is becoming more and more diverse and crazy, and I want a bow truckle. That's really what I came away from that movie feeling.
Talvez a Luna esteja trabalhando aqui, pesquisando animais daqui, da Amazônia. Eu queria saber de você como foi, porque você entrou na franquia muito jovem, e como foi crescer num set que todo mundo aqui dentro queria estar, todo mundo queria fazer parte desse universo, e você cresceu dentro desse ambiente. Foi mágico ou você via de uma forma diferente?
I very much wanted it to be a game of pretend, to be like everyone stay in character the whole time. We're not actors anymore. And so I got a bit, like the first few months, I was a bit weird, like I didn't like when I saw Harry and Draco being friends, like the actors Tom and Daniel, because I was like, that's not canon, don't do that. So it was, and I kind of wanted to stay outside of it, like everyone was very friendly, but I still felt so intimidated by it, and so I sort of like not worthy to be there, so it was scary, and every day I was like, don't lose your job, don't get fired, don't get fired. I was an anxious mess the whole first movie. Yeah, but it was amazing, yes.
Acho que eles gostaram de você nos filmes. E você entrou ali já mais pro meio da franquia, dos filmes, eles já tinham começado. Como foi participar desse processo de ser fã por um lado e depois entrar pra franquia e viver uma personagem tão importante que teria uma trama tão importante?
Well, I got my break by an open audition, so basically just being a professional fangirl. I used to read the Harry Potter websites every single day. Oh, great. And I saw on MuggleNet.com one day that they had an open audition for Luna, and I was like, that's me! Here. And I begged my mum and dad to fly me to London, which they did. And yeah, I had like 2 auditions. They really needed their actor at that point, so it was a very quick process. And they just welcomed me into it. I was a bit like, don't you need to do a background check? Like, I'm really weird. But they were so welcoming and nice, and I think all the other actors had been warned that I'm a crazy fan, so they were very kind to me and very much tried to make me feel welcome. Yeah.
Você se sentiu nervosa no primeiro dia de filmagens?
Oh my god, so nervous. And I kept forgetting to talk back to people, because when you've been watching people on screen for that much time, they don't talk back to you. And then when Daniel Radcliffe was talking to me in person, I was just staring at him, kept forgetting that I had to like have a conversation with this guy and like talk about lunch and whatever music I liked. And I think that sort of added to the whole spacey Luna quality, because everyone's like, she's not really completely there, is she? I was just gazing at them in wonder. That's what it was. Yeah.
Eu sempre tive uma curiosidade, porque sendo fã você presta muita atenção em tudo que está acontecendo. Eu já tive algumas oportunidades de Harry Potter, entrevistar você é uma delas. Como fã, isso é incrível pra mim. Mas eu queria saber de você, dentro do set, você tem alguma memória que está gravada na sua cabeça? Que você quer contar essa história pra todo mundo, assim, que é uma memória muito feliz pra você?
Vague question, but I'll try. Well, I suppose the first time I saw Xenophilius Lovegood, my dad, that was a really special moment for me, because we'd gone 2 movies, just Luna, and even though she's in a school of wizards, she's still the odd one out, and that, I mean, you get used to that, and you have to just start to own that feeling. But then it was so nice to have another Lovegood on set, and I hadn't been introduced to him, and he was in for like a costume fitting, and he was in all his yellow robes and everything, and I saw him across the parking lot, and there was like a moment where I completely forgot who I was, where I was, and I just felt, oh, Dad, you know? Just this like lightness, oh, I found my kindred spirit. And I felt like we were in a bubble of light that day, of Lovegood light. It was fun. That's just something that sticks out as a very special moment where I felt so connected to her.
Eu queria saber das varinhas, assim, porque o processo de você escolher uma varinha é um tanto quanto complicado. Você tem que escolher a varinha para você, o fio dela na mão, como ela se sente. Como foi o seu processo de escolher a varinha? Ela já estava pronta quando você recebeu, ou você passou por esse processo de escolher, testar?
It wasn't so complicated for me. It was just one of them. As I say, they were 2 weeks from shooting when they cast me, so everything was a rush. But they gave me 3 wands, and they just asked me to pick one, and I picked the one with acorns on it. And they've messed up in the merchandise, because that's Luna's original wand, the one with the acorns. But in the 7th film, she gets kidnapped and her wand gets taken and snapped, and then she has a replacement wand, and they sell the replacement wand. And that's not her soul, that's not her actual wand, and it kills me, but Yeah. No, the one with the acorns is her. Yeah.
Me veio uma dúvida agora. Você levou alguma coisa do set com você pra casa? Você tem a sua varinha de avelãs original?
Phoenix feathers, which for the first 2 films, I didn't even know phoenixes weren't real. I thought they were like very rare, but I thought, I don't know. And I was going around telling people genuine phoenix feathers, and then someone's like, it's just paint and acrylic. Yeah, so they're still cool because they were from the actual fox model. And I kept every call sheet from the whole shooting so I could see what happened every day. But I wasn't that brave. Some people like stole swords and wands and everything. And again, I was afraid of being fired, so I didn't steal anything. Even then, yeah. And it's also like when people say, "Oh, do you have any memorabilia?" And I'm like, guys, I'm in the movie. You can tell I was there. You know, memorabilia is often to prove you were there. And I was like, here's a DVD. I was definitely there.
Você ficou com a sua varinha ou ela ficou no set?
It's on the set. No, it's probably in some exhibition. But I have like 3 or 4 replicas. Yeah, not the same.
Eu queria saber quais são as suas semelhanças e diferenças com a Luna, porque eu li algumas entrevistas suas do passado e a J.K. Rowling disse que você foi escolhida porque você é a Luna. Então eu queria saber assim, o que você sente que é seu, que é parecido ou muito diferente que você tem que se adaptar para viver a Luna?
I think I'm very open-minded, like Luna. Yeah, pretty much I read any book and I'm like, wow, this is real. You know, I'm very gullible that way. And I have appreciation for art, which I think Luna has, in that there doesn't need to be a right or wrong answer. And I think she's sort of the antithesis to Hermione in that way, in that Hermione needs to know everything, and Luna is in this beautiful space of not needing to know it, not needing to be decided. And I am sort of that way too. And I love animals. I have that affinity with animals that Luna has. A lot more comfortable with animals than people. Yeah.
Mais ou menos como Newt.
Like Newt. Very much. I totally see why she married his grandson. Yeah. Yeah. But in terms of differences, I think I'm a lot more determined, and I'm not as secure as her. That's something I always have to work on. But like I often say, I don't think Luna would have turned up to an audition. You know, I don't think she has that. I think she's very much go with the flow. She wouldn't make it as an actor, no way. Because you have to be so driven, and you have to really want it. And I think she'd be like, I'll do something else, you know. But yeah, she's someone like I still look to as a role model for her outlook on life and how she's at ease. And anytime I'm in a room where I'm nervous, I try and tap into her and not be questioning myself in the room. And I like the way she's so comfortable in herself that she's able to completely be with whoever else is around her and be completely fascinated by them. Because so many people are too much in their head, worrying about them, worrying how they come across, and her absolute presence is something that I always try and try.
E eu sei que a casa que você fez o teste no Pottermore e você caiu na Grifinória. O que você acha que te fez cair nessa casa? Porque você é tão parecida com a Luna.
First of all, though, I'm terrible at math, and I don't think that would fly in Ravenclaw. I think you have to be super clever. But I'm also just like, I'm really, really determined in a Gryffindor way. Like, I hide it well, but like, I get angry if I don't get what I want. I'm not passive that way. And just, Gryffindors are badasses. Like, I just want to be part of that club, yeah. And I admire people. I really admire people who, and that's part of Luna, who are brave enough to be themselves, who are so bold and outspoken. I always gravitate towards those people who, no matter, you know, whatever it is they're championing, just someone who has a passion. And I think passion is the main thing that draws me to Gryffindors. Yeah, I think Ravenclaws are a lot more mind-oriented, and I am so much led with my heart. I'm so much, like, to the point where it's bad. I make decisions from that place. I just think Ravenclaws are a lot more sensible than I am. Yeah.
Eu queria saber
What house are you, out of curiosity?
Me, I'm a Ravenclaw.
Okay.
Eu sou corvinal, gente. Desculpa. Eu queria saber de você, porque ano passado você fez um post no seu Facebook sobre preconceito. Hoje a gente está entrando na história no Animais Fantásticos sobre o Dumbledore. Ele já foi anunciado que ele tinha sentimentos pelo Grindelwald. E eu acho que tem muitos fãs aqui que conseguem se relacionar com o personagem e sentem um certo preconceito. Eu queria saber se você tem alguma mensagem para passar para eles de força, de perseverança.
That, you know, there are ways of like hiding yourself, yes, and there are ways of conforming and fitting in with the world, being what people expect or what people want of you, but you'll never be at peace. And I think I've been told, and I've actually learned through my activism, because I'm a vegan and activist, and sometimes I get scared about me spreading that message because I'm afraid of alienating people. But I've really found that the more true you are, the more specific, the more true you are to yourself, the quicker you'll find your kindred spirits, the people that you're meant to be with in the world, and the people who will make you better, they'll make you who you're meant to be, they'll encourage like the best qualities in yourself. So I always think, you know, you hiding that truth or shying away from it, you're just, I don't know, delaying yourself from being 100%, from being exactly who you're meant to be, from doing what you're meant to do in the world, you know? So, yeah, even though it's hard, I think it is ultimately very rewarding to find your matches and people that light you up. Yeah, if that makes sense.
It does. Você continua acompanhando essas franquias adolescentes? Você ainda gosta de ler esses livros que têm continuações para jovens adultos?
Yeah, I do. I mean, nothing has come as close. Yeah, right? I mean, I find personally when I read them, they may be entertaining, but they don't have the same heart that Harry Potter has. And I think that comes down to J.K. Rowling. If you ever get to be in her presence, like she's just the most generous, warm, caring person. That's it. She really, really cares, and her characters all channel that spirit. So for me, nothing comes close, but I do watch other series and read other books. I'm a big fan of the Artemis Fowl books. They're an Irish book series, actually, and they're making a movie soon. And yeah, I mean, I have lots of other franchises that I follow, but as I say, nothing is as close to my heart. Yeah, what's yours? What are your fandoms?
Harry Potter.
That's it?
Yeah, that's what I like. Gente, Harry Potter, por favor. Todo mundo aqui é muito fã da
Do you know
franquia.
what game I like playing is when you watch a TV series and then you play what house would that character be in. I do that with Korra, with Legend of Korra. I like house. Good, here are my people. And I do that with my cats as well. I do that with everyone.
E que casa você acha que a Cora ficaria?
Korra, Gryffindor. I mean, obviously Gryffindor. Yeah. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think so. She's very brave. Ela é muito corajosa.
I think
vocês
Aang
acham
would be
a Cora?
Hufflepuff though. Aang from Avatar.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
No? Reason it out with me. Come on.
I think so. Yeah. I think so.
Because he's so loving and sweet and loyal.
And shy.
He's not shy.
Kinda.
Aang?
Yeah.
So, the little bald guy?
Yeah.
He's not shy.
Kind of laid back. No?
Laid back.
Yeah.
Not shy.
I like this game. Eu tô gostando desse jogo.
I know. This is how I pass train journeys. Just going through my friends. Figuring out
Que tipo de... Eu sou editora de séries do site onde eu trabalho. E eu queria saber que tipo de séries hoje você assiste. Porque Game of Thrones é uma das grandes franquias e ela é filmada no Reino Unido, de onde você vem. E Game of Thrones? Yes. Yeah. Eu queria saber se você assiste TV, se você continua acompanhando cultura pop em geral, assim.
Yeah, I love Game of Thrones. Of course. It's too violent for me, but it's so good that I have to watch it. So I have a special Game of Thrones jumper that has holes in it, and I can watch it through. So it's sort of concealed by the bloodiness. Who do you like? Who's your favorite?
In Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Natalie Dormer is here.
Is she? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Bad times for her though. I mean, not to spoil it, but yeah. Soft. I was so angry.
Eu acho que todo mundo aqui já viu o que acontece com ela.
Yeah. But I've given up being angry at that show. The only one I'm really holding on to is Tyrion. If they do off with him, I'm out. He's the best.
A jornada dele tá muito interessante, né? Porque ele começa de uma maneira... Ele é meio malvado, sem se importar com as coisas, e agora ele tá começando a realmente entrar ali no reino e quer colocar a Daenerys no poder.
And I just trust him. He has a good moral compass. I always trust what he says. Yeah. And he doesn't have as much of an agenda as everyone else. I feel like everyone else is so selfish. And I guess because he doesn't have selfish motivations because so much has been taken away from him. So I really trust him. Yeah. But they're probably going to mess him up in the next series. As soon as you say you like a character, they're like, well.
Só tem mais 2 temporadas vindo por aí, então...
Yeah.
Alguma coisa vai acontecer.
Yeah.
Eu queria começar a encerrar, perguntar se você tem alguma dica pra... Gente, tem que acabar em algum momento. Eu queria perguntar se você tem alguma dica pra alguém, uma jovem pessoa, uma menina, menino, qualquer idade, que quer ser atriz. Que caminho você acha que eles devem seguir?
Read books. That works for me. I would say do read and be involved with stories. Like that's what the heart of it is for actors. It's the love of stories and characters, and always stay connected to the things that you love the most, because there's so many different types of actors and there's so many different types of stories, and even now, I still have to fight to find the things that I'm most passionate about, the stories that I want to tell. So, yeah, stay connected to the stories you want to tell, because it is a tough industry, and there's weird parts of it. There's industry stuff that is not so fun, and you have to remember that you're an artist, and even though you're waiting for people to give you a job, you have that special something that they don't, and you have to protect that. And I would also say, be careful who you surround yourself with. Because a lot of people will be jealous and will try to talk you out of it, because not everyone gives themselves permission to imagine, to dream, and they get jealous when they see you doing that, and they try and talk you out of it. So it's very important to surround yourself with people who believe in you and who help you stay committed to your dream. Because even people who mean well, like my family, for example, who I love and who love me, they're not always the most supportive of it, because they want you to do something careful and safe and secure, and it's just not good to be around people who make you think that way. I think be around people who encourage you to dream your craziest dreams and live them.
Rápido de pergunta e resposta. A primeira coisa que vem na sua cabeça. Filme favorito?
Submarine.
Ok. Livro favorito?
Lolita.
Personagem favorito?
In anything?
In anything.
Cora.
Perfect. Criatura favorita em Harry Potter?
Dobby.
Você chorou quando ele morreu?
In the book, yes, absolutely. In the movie, it was a long ass shoot, so no. ago. I'm like, hurry up, Dobby. Get it over with. Not really.
E ainda nesse assunto, qual foi a morte em Harry Potter que mais te chocou?
Dumbledore. I cried more over him than any of my grandparents. Like, honestly, it was such a blow to me. I read the book and I would like give it to my mom. I gave it to my mom. I was like, hide this book. I never want to see it again. To hide it. She hid it for like a week and then I was like, okay, I need to read it again. But no, that was so traumatic. And the cover made me cry for months afterwards because Dumbledore looked weak and he looked sad on it. And yeah, I did not have that affection for any of my grandparents. Sorry. Rowling's a genius.
Legal. Aproveitando, a redenção do Snape. Você sentiu isso depois no final do livro? Porque pra mim foi um negócio que completou um círculo, assim.
Yeah, finish just like, but it's so sad. His story always makes me sad. And I knew he wasn't bad. I knew it was out of love. But yeah, like unrequited love, oh, that kills me. And I don't know, but just, Snape he's underrated. Yeah. Well, what do you mean it finished a cycle? You felt complete? You
Yeah,
felt
I think
satisfied?
because he started out like a mean guy, but he was caring for Harry throughout the whole journey, you know?
I know. Ultimate sacrifice.
Desculpa, é que ela me perguntou o que eu quis dizer com terminar um círculo. Eu acho que ele teve uma jornada que ele começou malvado e ele deu a volta e ele estava sempre se importando muito com o Harry. Não sei se vocês concordam comigo. Se você pudesse escolher qualquer outro personagem de Harry Potter, quem você gostaria de ser?
Winky, the house elf. I know she wasn't in the movies, but I just thought she was so cute. Little drunk house elf. I relate to her struggles.
E se você tivesse que escolher uma casa, qual seria? Grifinória, Sonserina, Lufa-Lufa ou Corvinal?
Gryffindor.
E agora a gente vai falar do patrono.
My Patronus would not be what the text gave me. I deny that test. It would be a meow, which is an internet creation. It's a cross between a cat and an owl. So it's a cat with wings. It's like the perfect creature. Yeah.
Isso seria o seu patrono.
That would be my Patronus, a meow. If you don't know what this is, you need to look it up right away. It's the cutest thing. And it's like, it's just, I don't know, I just feel like my cat, I always see her looking up at the ceiling, like wanting to get up to spiders and lights and things. And I'm like, I wish I could give you wings. So that's what my Patronus would be.
E pra encerrar, o que você achou dos Potterheads brasileiros?
You guys are awesome and so much fun. And wait, eu te amo.